Hey everybody. So at the end of 2020, I was coming very close to launching a project with one of my best friends, Josh Coleman Watson. Some of you might know him from Scenic World, some of you might know him from Two Guys with Wood, if you ever paid attention to that. But he and I, plus our other friend Peter, we were working on this project that was meant to happen, but hasn't actually happened yet because I spent too much time in South Australia at the end of last year. Now this isn't the announcement launching it, that's going to come later. But as part of it, I'm going to start changing the way that I use my social media. So if you ever see a video like this, it's basically going to be me talking a little bit more and being a little bit more open. And the aim of it is that by sharing some of my experiences and most importantly, the mistakes that I've made and the lessons that I've learned, is there might be someone out there that can avoid actually having to learn that lesson by going through it. Like my friend Jesse says when he's teaching me how to do anything in gymnastics, I've already made the mistakes, there's no reason for you to. So the big thing that I want to talk about on this video, and I'm going to keep it as brief as I can, is mental health. So for a lot of you will probably be aware of this, about halfway through last year I had a very big shift in my personal life, and through that I had a couple of very, very dark months. Now, during that period, one thing I'm very proud of is I still managed to go to work every day. I still managed to get out of bed, which sometimes can be a really big achievement. For anyone that has struggled with their mental health, you'll know what that's like. But I managed to get through it. And the two things that got me through it were friends and my psychologist. Psychology is what I'm going to cover a bit in this video. So, majority of people don't actually have a psychologist that they talk to on a regular basis. And I think that a big reason for that is because when life's going really, really well, you don't really think about your mental health. And I definitely wasn't. I was very, very happy. I saw no reason to still be seeing a psychologist. Now, when the rug got pulled out from underneath me and I fell, basically, I then suddenly realized that there was a whole bunch of things that I'd never properly dealt with because I hadn't been talking to that psychologist. And I think that, my experience during that period would have been very, very different if I had been doing the work. And doing the work is actually much more simple than a lot of you probably realize. If you go see your GP and you say to them, I want to go on to a mental health plan, they can put you in touch with a psychologist or a counselor, whatever's going to be of best benefit to you, and you can get someone who actually bulk bills. And then you can just start touching base with them, especially when things are going really, really well. Get that person, someone that you feel comfortable with, someone that you can build a rapport with, so that when something comes up in life that actually pulls the rug out from underneath your feet, which is going to happen, happens to all of us, happens all the time, that person's already going to be there and you're going to be able to call on them straight away. And I think it's a huge benefit. That's all for today. Get yourself a psychologist, normalize talking to them, normalize looking after your mental health when things are going really, really well. Trust me, it'll pay dividends. Have a great day.